Students, in the previous video we have a previous video of class 8 chapter geography, chapter number 1, an introduction to resource or resources. We have discussed about resources, their classification, and what is natural resource. Now in this video I'll going to discuss about I'm going to teach you about the classification of the natural resources. So we have already discussed what is natural resource, the substance which is gifted to us by the nature or which is available on the earth, like water, air, fruit, soil, minerals, etc. Now come to the classification. If we classify natural resources, so natural resources can be classified on different bases. If the question comes, classify the natural resource on the basis of origin. So the answer would be on the basis of the origin. Natural resources are classified into two, biotic and abiotic. If the question comes, classification of the natural resource on the basis of development. So on the basis of development, natural resources are classified into actual and potential. On the basis of renewability, renewable and non-renewable. On the basis of distribution, ubiquitous and localized. So natural resources are classified into four bases, right? On the basis of origin, biotic and abiotic. On the basis of development, actual and potential. On the basis of renewability, renewable and non-renewable. On the basis of distribution, ubiquitous and localized. So first we'll discuss about the classification of natural resources on the basis of origin. So if we talk about the natural resources on the basis of origin, it is classified into two, biotic and abiotic. Now what is biotic resource? Biotic resource are derived from living organisms. Bio itself means living organisms. They include plants such as cereals, crops, fruits, vegetables. Animals, microorganisms, and human beings also belong to this category. Most of the biotic resources have the capacity to reproduce if the environmental conditions are favorable. Now, abiotic, which is opposite to biotic, it means we are talking about non-living things. So abiotic resources are found from physical or non-living environment. They include air, water, land, and minerals. Some of these resources can be exhausted by excessive use because they are available in limited quantity in nature, as they are non-living things. So they cannot reproduce. Therefore, they are limited in quantity. Their total reserve cannot be increased by human efforts. These resources are in great demand for the development of industries. Let's move to the classification of natural resources on the basis of development. Now, on the basis of development, it is classified into actual and potential. Actual resources are also known as developed resources. These are those resources whose total quantity and quality are presently known and which are already being used by human beings. Resources like coal, petroleum, and uranium come in this category. Some factors that lead to the development of these resources are the needs of people, technology, and economic usefulness. So all these things like the reserve, the quantity of coal is known to the human beings and we are using it also. Similarly, petroleum, you also know what is the quantity of petroleum reserve. So these kind of resources are known as actual. Now come to potential. Potential resources are those resources whose total available quantity is not known at present. These resources are around us but are not fully used. They can be used in future. For example, Africa has a number of waterfalls which may be used in future to generate electricity, hydroelectricity. But at present, they have not been fully utilized. Therefore, these waterfalls are a potential resource for Africa. Potential resources need detailed surveys to estimate their quality and quantity. I hope these two resources are clear to you. Now, if a question comes, the resources that are derived from living organisms are called dash resources. What would be the answer? Yes, biotic resources. Another question, dash resources are in great demand for the development of industry. What would be the answer? Yes. Think about the answer. Actual resource. Or okay, now come to the next classification, that is classification on the basis of renewability, based on renewability. So if we talk about classification based on renewability, it is classified into renewable and non-renewable, as we have already discussed. Renew means which can be renewed again, non-renewable which cannot be renewed. So renewable resources are also known as inexhaustible resources, and they have the capacity to reproduce, regenerate or renew by natural processes within a short span of time. Example: air, water, solar energy, animals, plants and human beings are the best examples of these resources. And these resources are unlimited, like sunlight, water and wind are unlimited. If we talk about non-renewable, which is also known as exhaustible, so resources are available only in fixed amounts. They do not get replenished or renewed by natural processes. Example: coal, natural gas, petroleum, minerals like iron and copper. With the help of technology, we can recycle some of the minerals like gold, silver and iron, but fossil fuels cannot be recycled yet. Now, another classification is classification on the basis of distribution. So, on the basis of distribution, it is classified into ubiquitous and localized. If we talk about, the resources are not equally distributed all over the earth. So, on the basis of distribution, it is classified into two. If we talk about ubiquitous resources, they are found everywhere. For example, air is found everywhere, wind is found everywhere, sunlight. And localized means which are found at certain places. Example: gold, silver, coal, copper, iron. So many physical factors like soil, climate and altitude are responsible for the distribution of natural resources. There is an unequal distribution of resources because these factors differ so much all over the earth. Now in the next video, we're going to learn about human-made resource, human resource, conserving resource and sustainable development.